10th question. We know the laws that govern the universe and we understand well the reasons for earthquakes. So why do we need a creator as long as we know the laws? Answer. The atheist assumes that the laws are sufficient to create and manifest the universe. Stephen Hawking relied on this premise, assuming that the law of gravity is sufficient for the appearance of the universe, as he explained in his latest book, The Grand Design. A report by Hawking spread in the global newspapers and was circulated by the news media and widely discussed in popular contexts. Regardless of the self-defeating nature of this claim, when considering the source of the law of gravity, or who legislated it, or who gave it the capacity to intervene and show effects, regardless of these basic premises. The law of gravity does not cause a billiard ball to roll. The law alone is incapable of anything without the appearance of the object. The law of gravity will not produce a billiard ball, but will only move it if the billiard ball appears and is struck by a cue. The law of gravity is not an independent entity, but rather a description of a natural event. The law of gravity will not move the billiard ball without a force applying pressure on the billiard cue and moving it. Only then does the billiard ball move, and the effect of the law of gravity appears. But the atheist assumes that the existence of the law of gravity is sufficient to create the billiard ball and the cue and roll the ball, which is closer to reason and logic, religion, or atheism. Similarly, the laws of internal combustion in a car engine will not create a car engine. And even if we add the laws of internal combustion to the car engine, the engine will not work. Gasoline is needed to provide energy, and there must be an ignition spark. And before that, the engine must exist. Only then do the laws of internal combustion appear and the engine works. So it's not logical to assume that the laws of internal combustion are enough to create the engine and the ignition spark. Gasoline, the driver, and the road. So the idea of relying solely on the law to explain the emergence of the universe does not belong to reason at all. Then if we assume this idea, it will lead us into a regression of agents, as we explained in the answer to the previous question. Who created this law, and who brought it into existence? If they claim that another law created it, we will enter again into a regression of agents, leading to the conclusion that no law or any entity can emerge.